Okay, now we will do the titration. This is another experiment. So first time you should know what is titration. Actually, titration is a measurement to determine the volume of a solution to react to it definite volume of another solution. So it's a quantitative measurement. So your measurement should be accurate. When you take the volume of solution, the volume should be accurate, and that's why this type of apparatus are used. Burette is used, pipette is used, conical flask is used. This type of apparatus are used in titration so that your measurement is accurate one, and that's why this is called quantitative measurement, and your volume should be accurate one. Suppose you want to react sodium hydroxide and HCl. You know HCl is acid, sodium hydroxide is base. Suppose you have taken 20 ml of base and you have taken 50 ml of acid. So react with 25 ml of base. How much ml of acid is required? I mean, when it becomes neutral, that you can find out by doing the titration. And when the titration is carried out by taking acid and base, that type of titrations are called acid-base titration. Similarly, we have to do some titration which is in between the oxidizing agent and reducing agent, and this type of titrations are called redox titration. So today we will do one redox titration. So now what is our aim? Actually, we will get two solutions like this. This is potassium permanganate solution and this is Mohr salt solution. Mohr salt is one of the example of double salt. This is Mohr salt solution and this is potassium permanganate solution. As you know, potassium permanganate is one of the oxidizing agent and Mohr salt acts as reducing agent. I mean, it is the titration in between oxidizing agent and reducing agent, and that's why this type of titrations are called redox titration. Now, what is our aim? Our aim is the Mohr salt solution which we have prepared. We know the concentration of this solution. Its concentration is 0.02 molar, we know it. But the concentration of potassium permanganate solution we don't know. What is the molarity of this solution? We don't know about that. So now we have to find out what is the concentration of this solution. I mean, what is the molarity of this solution. Titration is a process by which we can determine the molarity of an unknown solution by considering one known solution. Known solution means its concentration is known, 0.02 molar, and that's why this solution is also called standard solution. So when you do the titration, always you will get a standard solution, I mean known concentration solution, and one will be unknown, and that unknown solution concentration you have to find out. That is our aim. So that's why when you write the aim of experiment, to determine the molarity of given potassium permanganate solution by titrating against 0.02 molar solution of Mohr salt. So now I will show you how to do it. You take the burette. This is called burette stand. You take the burette. First time you rinse the burette properly. Then you rinse the burette with the solution also. Already I have rinsed. That's why I will take the solution directly. So I will fill up the burette by taking potassium permanganate solution. This is 50 ml burette. This part is vacant now. You have to fill up this part, otherwise your 50 ml will be wrong. There should not be any gap in between the burette. Now it is fill up. Now you make the volume with the 0 mark, then it is exactly 50 ml. So to make it with 0 mark, okay. Now the burette contains exactly 50 ml of potassium permanganate solution. Now you stand it by using burette stand. Now you take the conical flask, and in the conical flask you have to take the Mohr salt solution. So how you have to take the Mohr salt solution? You have to pipette out. By using this pipette, this is 25 ml pipette, here it is written, and there is a mark at this point. Up to that mark it contains exactly 25 ml. So how you have to pipette out? By sucking the solution, you have to pipette out it like this way. Now see the solution. You have to hold the pipette like this way. You use one finger, the second finger you use. Now you lose the finger, solution come down, and you have to manage the solution with the mark. Then it become exactly 25 ml. Yes, the lower meniscus should be with the mark. Now it is exactly 25 ml of morsel inside the pipette. Now you transfer the solution in your conical flask. Now this is exactly 25 ml of morsel solution inside the conical flask. Some part is left here. Don't try to take this drop because it is excess from this 25 ml. So now we have collect 25 ml of morsel in the conical flask and 50 ml of potassium permanganate in the burette. After that, as you know, to do the redox reaction, always it requires some acid. So I'll take 1 test tube of sulfuric acid with the morsel. So this is morsel plus 1 test tube sulfuric acid. Now we'll start the titration. Titration means nothing. To react with this 25 ml of morsel, how much milliliter of potassium permanganate is required, that we will find out. And how can you find out the neutral point? I mean, when the reaction will be covered, how to find out that? Actually, to find out the neutral point, we have to add some indicator. There are different types of indicator like methyl orange, phenolphthalein, this type of indicator you have to use. And this indicator shows some color sense at the neutral point. But here, we don't use any indicator because potassium permanganate itself acts as indicator. That's why no need to use any external indicator. So, when the solution become neutral, the solution become pink in color. So that's why you add drop by drop so that the solution become pink, and when the solution becomes just pink, it should be very, very light pink. If it goes to deep pink, that means neutral point already passed out, and that's why you have to add drop by drop. So you add drop by drop like this way, and constantly you have to shake the conical flask. Now I add one drop by drop. Is it pink? Not pink. So again you add drop by drop so that it becomes just pink. You have to add more. Yes, now it becomes light pink. So this is the neutral point. So when you add drop by drop potassium permanganate in the conical flask, the drop should not fall outside of the flask. So all the drops should be with the morsel. Now we will remove the burette and see the reading. This is 25.1. So here we have taken 25 ml of morsel, and to react 25 ml of morsel, the potassium permanganate requires 25.1 ml. That volume we have to find out. Now we have done, and the reading we have got 25.1. Again we have to do it again. You wash the conical flask, you wash it properly, again you take 25 ml of morsel, again you take 1 test tube of sulfuric acid, again you do it from the beginning. Suppose second time you get the reading 25.2. First time you have got 25.1, suppose second time you get 25.2. Then again you have to do third time. I mean, you should get two similar reading. You may have to do 4 times, 5 times until you get two similar reading. Then your titration will be complete. If you get 25.1 in the first reading, then second reading suppose 25.1 again, then your titration is finished. See, if your reading is wrong, your calculations will be wrong, your molarity will be wrong. So that is why when you do the titration, you do it properly so that your reading is correct one. That's why you do it for 2 or 3 times. And the reading which is common for 2 times, that reading is called concordant reading. And by taking that concordant reading, you have to do the calculations. Calculations process already we have given. Like that way you can do the calculation you have to put that concordant reading value for the volume of potassium permanganate. Morsel volume you have taken 25 ml, so 25 ml you have to write. There is a relation M1 V1 by N1 is equal M2 V2 by N2. M1 means molarity of potassium permanganate, you have to find out. V1 means volume of potassium permanganate 25.1. N1 means number of moles involved in the reaction. In the chemical reaction you will get what moles of potassium permanganate involved. Similarly, M2 means molarity of morsel, that is 0.02. V2 means volume of morsel, that is 25 ml we have taken, and N2 means number of moles of morsel involved in the reaction. So like this way you can find out the M1, I mean molarity of potassium permanganate solution, which was unknown for you. So titration is a process by which we can find out the molarity of unknown solution by considering one standard solution, I mean known solution. So this is about the titration. Thank you.